And hello. I thought I would come online and give my opinion on the recent news from VIPKid. It's not breaking news. If you're ever looking for breaking news, my channel isn't the one to come to for that. I'm usually doing so many things during the day and doing so many other things that uh, I'm usually not able to seek that out. And so I don't know. This is not the place for breaking news. But at least I can give my opinion, however much that's worth. The email we received, let me see if I can make it a little bigger. Well, if you want to see it bigger, you can just go, psh. Well, no, I don't know if YouTube videos will do that or not. I wonder if I can do it here to make it a little bigger. Display density, reading pane, customize go-to. Well, it don't really matter, I don't think. And most of you have read this already anyway. But again, we're thrilled to officially announce VIPKid is expanding globally. I don't need to read it all. It's on every Facebook group. VIPKid. That's VIPKid based. I haven't been on. I don't go to those, so I didn't know to a friend who lives nearby. She's a teacher in the district where I actually used to work with her, but now we work in different schools. She works for VIPKid now. She sent me a text via the Facebook Messenger. Like, oh, first I thought maybe she just got it because she was actually invited. My friend, she was actually invited to teach and certify with the adults. So I thought maybe they're going to expand that with her too. But then, I checked my email afterwards and saw that everyone got this email. So it came at like 6:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I know they've been talking about up and coming things. Big things are going to happen. It looks like VIPKid's going global. Well, that's what they're saying, global. The new global platform. If it's going to be around the world, I don't know. They're being very vague. Over the past 8 years, yada, yada, yada. Thank you. So let's see what... I saw other people looking at the frequently asked page. Oops, I already had it open, actually. I'm teaching a class tonight, and my students are on fall break starting tomorrow. They get a 3-day weekend. And so I know some people want to travel, so I told them we would do our night class virtually. So they're going to attend from their phones or computers or while they're traveling or something like that. And so paper tigers is something we're going to go over. It's well, that's a different video. It's a good video about discipline and behavior. Anyway, that's not what I'm here for. I'm giving my opinion about this global platform. Students and teachers all over the world, and like previous, we'll just emphasize on English language instructions for students in China. This will provide a learning experience international all over the world. And one of my first thoughts is pay, because that's why we work. I mean, we work to get paid. I don't care what you say. Oh, I do this because I love the. Let's be real. We we work because we get a paycheck, and so that's my first thought was that. Will this affect our pay? If it's, I don't know. Again, they even say that here. They're going to talk about it later. Why did they create this platform? Because they have a mission to save the world. I don't know what they said here. Global platform, learners all over the world. The world's best educators, teachers on the VIPKid platform. I don't know if they'd say the best, but I think they're just kind of buttering us up. When global platform, when will it be available? In early November, and that's it's a month away. It's October 7th here, Eastern Standard Time. If you're on the other side of the globe, obviously it's October 8th, so not that matters. If there's any updates to the timeline, they'll communicate those to the teachers and students through, they'll update this frequently asked questions page. While we're working to launch as soon as possible, they can continue to have opportunities to teach students globally. Stay tuned. Again, they're not giving much information, just here it is, what we're going to do. I guess it's all teachers leaving, and rightfully so, because you're leaving people in the dark. That's, whatever. Again, I'm in that party of people who don't feel they owe us anything. They don't owe us any information. They do what they do, and they pay us, we all move on. That's how an independent contract works. I think a lot of people are getting too involved in like being a full-time teacher. How that's not fair. You can do stuff like that as a full-time teacher or whatever place of employment you are, but again, we're independent contractors. We're just here for a specific purpose. We're not employed with them. So anyway, that's a totally different side journey. Where are they located? Around the world. Woo. How much can you earn? Details regarding payment will be made available once the global platform is launched. I can imagine, especially there's some teachers who are making the max VIPKid has. I don't know if other economies can support that. If they can, great. If I can make the same pay, great. If it drops down, because it seems like the standard pay when it comes to these kind of things I've seen are between $5 to $6 to $7 a class, 30-minute class or 25-minute class. And if they're going to drop that low, they're going to have to loosen some of their restrictions when it comes to teaching, because a lot of these platforms that only pay $5 a class are a lot more lenient than what VIPKid has. So that's my stance on that. They drop, and I'm not going to, like Ngu, even though they don't let you just cancel willy-nilly into your heart's content, there are some restrictions to that. But they don't seem to be as it's percentage based instead of only a certain number of times you can cancel. For example, if you're someone like for VIPKid, someone who just teaches 2 hours a day or 2 hours a morning are held to the same cancellations per contract as someone who might teach all day, all night. And so there's some differences. That's a difference there for that. With Ngu, I know some other places, it's percentage based. It's either 4 or 7% until they start looking at your record, and it's over like several months. If you do that 1 month, you get a high percentage. They may just ignore it, maybe send you a warning. If you do it repeatedly over a month, over 2 or 3 months, then they might look closely at that, because obviously you're canceling too much then, and they have every right to do that. But if I'm teaching like all day, all night, I would never do 24-hour, but if I'm teaching all day and I cancel one class, it's not going to have as much of an impact as as someone who maybe just teaches 2 hours per day and they cancel. That percentage is going to affect them a lot more. Anyway, that's what I'm getting with pay. They're going to have to change the way they do things, because their strict standards aren't going to cut it by paying only $5 a class if they decide to go that route. What subject do you teach? Primarily English. They're exploring other opportunities. Referring. You're going to get these people who are. I'm not a referral person. I cannot. I'll give you my referral code and I'll help you out, but I'm not a salesman. You have people who are expert referral people, and you've seen those people on. You've seen them on YouTube, and they're wonderful at it. More power to them. They can have it. So. And they do a good job. They work hard to set up platforms for people they refer. They can use a website. They're all set up for that. I'm not doing that. I'd rather you go to them anyway, because that's their cup of tea. They can assist you all day long. I'll assist you if you insist, but there's other people who do better than I do when it comes to referring for that. Countries, region. Again, it says all over the world. Over the few months, it'll increase. Our localized available languages. Will I still get to teach students who are based in Chinese mainland? And why is it still a question? We already know, and they put it there because I'm sure people would ask that. That ship is sailing. If it's for some people it's already sailed. No, it's not going to. Due to regulations, we're proactively preparing for the imminent and inevitable transition of when students in mainland China can no longer take classes. So again, that ship is sailing. It's time to move on from that. Go ahead and start saying goodbyes to those children now, and wish them peace, goodwill. Unless you're on, some of mine are on WeChat. I still talk to them. I still communicate with their parents. Even the ones who have ran out of classes, I still communicate with them for that. So, what type of curriculum will be taught. It'll be the major course curriculum, and that's good. You know, we're not going to start this out learning something totally new. Um, will there be other? Let me move myself out of the way here. Will there be other things? I'm sure they're going to do other things for that and adjust it. For example, there's the units where they're comparing um, United States and China. That's not going to be very pertinent to a kid in Belize. They're not going to care. They're not going to know what the picture of the lanterns and the dumplings are. Um, someone in Peru, or someone in well, the Peru chapter would be excellent for them for that. But yeah, someone in who knows? I can name any country that outside of China. They're not going to be. No, they're not. It's not going to impact them for that. An American in China or a Chinese person is that level? I think level 3 has those. A Chinese person in America, an American person in China. I think those are like that one unit there, toward the end of that level. I can see that one having to change for that. Will there be resources available? I'd have been fine. No, you're on your own. It'd be funny if they said that, but yeah, I'm sure they're going to put resources out there, and that's something they're good about doing. They do provide good resources and support once they offer something. If they're still offering workshops, I think they are. Last I've checked, I've never heard anybody mention they're not. I haven't taken any in a while, but yeah. We invite you to say, but yeah, it's a lot of vagueness, but at least they're giving some information to get people talking. Maybe they're wanting some more. It may be huge. I don't know, and it may be huge. And here I'm, Mr. Skeptical. It's going to be egg in my face. I'll take the egg in my face. It's fine as long as it's going to benefit, to be better than whatever. I'm again I'm on that train of I'm going to stay with. I know I've talked about being burnt out. I've only been I'm thinking about just accepting priority requests for now. I'm getting a lot of new students, and I'm thinking that's from a lot of teachers who have already transitioned. I didn't say the P word. The P word I hate. I don't hate it. It's just getting burned out. People using that P word, pivot. It's been used too much. I know. I heard it today. Someone said pivot, and I was like, ah. Small things like that, get under my skin. If you use the word over and over and over, and I do that myself too, so I probably get on your nerves. Who knows? So teachers transitioning to other platforms, to other even outside of online learning, and so they probably saw that happening. How could they not know that's going to happen when you tell people that we're going down? I don't care who you are, whatever. I also think right now I wouldn't depend on this yet being a good full-time source of income. It'll be wonderful if we can keep our salary and get about the same amount of bookings as we normally received. That'd be wonderful. But I think I'm going to, I'll give it a try. I'm going to be there. I'm not going to totally shut off VIPKid, because it would be wonderful if that did pick up. I would love that. So, and I will be there. But I've already started with Ingu, and I'm enjoying that. And so again, for my big thing, it's going to determine what I do is how they're going to do the pay and the number of bookings I end up getting with them. Whether I will give priority to Ingu or VIPKid when we get to this point here. And so that's my stance. I'm going to try it, but I'm not for sure who's going to get priority yet. Ingu's been good to me so far, even though I've only been with them a little over a month. Bookings are steady with them. Anytime I open something, it's booked. The pay is low. They're not as strict when it comes to certain things as VIPKid. And that's the thing. If they're going to drop their pay, they need to realize that there are platforms out there that aren't as cut and dry. You're gone. If you do 6, they don't shut down your platform because you missed your 7th. You could be someone who teaches 20 classes a day, and you're held to the same standard number of cancellations as someone who teaches 3 or 4 classes a week or a day or whatever. So that's, I think that needs to change, but whatever. That's my stance on this. I'll be there and for it. I don't know what else to say about that, but alrighty. There's my opinion for what it's worth. Take it or leave it. All that fine. Bye bye.